Yvette here with the Thanksgiving holiday look. Thanksgiving look. I'm so ready for Thanksgiving. I'm ready for tamales and pozole and turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes. I'm ready to get my grub on. Let's be real. I look forward to Thanksgiving. I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong. I still want to do Halloween tutorials. Is that okay? Can we still do Halloween tutorials even though it's not Halloween time? Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. And I'm super excited because I'm using... Cabron. No, I already started it.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm using the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I think it keeps coming in and out of Amazon. I think they're done selling it on their website. But this thing is massive. As an array of colors for all skin tones. I really like this palette. Ruby did a couple of looks with this and posted on Instagram. If you guys haven't followed us on Instagram, please follow us and check us out. We always give sneak peeks to our latest videos and stuff on there. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. I'm going to start with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. Ooh, it's a little dry. If you hear noise in the background, too bad. Ruby's washing dishes right now. I'm going to use my Lorac Mega Pro palette, and I'm going to take this color right here. And with a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to sweep this onto my crease, and I'm just kind of doing like windshield wiper motions, moving it back and forth, kind of like an upside down U. No, it's more of a parentheses. And I'm just letting the tips of the brush do all the work, just kind of moving the product around. And then I'm going to kind of do like circle motions to just get it nice and diffused. Next I'm going to take a tiny bit of espresso, and I'm just going to put this on the outer corner of my lid. And then with my blending brush, I'm just going to gently blend out the edges, kind of like zigzag motions, kind of going back and forth. And I'm going to slowly bring it up and bring it in a little bit. I picked up a tiny bit with my blending brush, and I'm just kind of diffusing it. Next I'm going to get a little bit of copper, and I'm just pushing copper onto my lid, just patting it into place. Pick up a tiny bit of espresso and just kind of blend it into copper. Next I'm going to get a tiny bit of this Milani brow highlighter, and I'm taking the matte beige and just putting a little bit as my highlight, and then with a brush I'm just kind of moving the product around, and this will help clean up my brow and then give a nice lift. And I'm taking a tiny bit of fawn and just pushing it on top. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of sepia, and at the very edge I'm just adding a little bit more to blend the two together. Next I take my Inglot gel liner, and I just run this along my top lash line, and I try and get a very steady hand and do little strokes and then go over it with bigger strokes to get a nice crisp line. And if you don't have a table to rest your elbow on, you can just try and rest it on your boobie. Or if you don't have boobies like me, just kind of rest it on your chest. And then if you don't feel comfortable with gel, don't feel like you have to do gel, you can do liquid or pencil, or you can skip this part altogether if you want. It's up to you. Next I just curl my lashes, and I'm just going to apply Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes mascara on here. I'm not digging any mascara right now, they're all just kind of like failing me. So hopefully this one works out, but I can already feel my lashes falling down. Next I'm going to take Feline's Eye Kohl Pencil from MAC, and I'm just going to apply this in my waterline. I usually don't like to apply black in my waterline. I like to do a cream or a beige color. Beige? Whatever. Beige color, because I like to really open up my eyes. But today I kind of want like a smokier look. And then I'm just going to apply a tiny bit underneath. And then with a flat brush I'm just going to smoke it out a little bit. on top of that, I'm going to apply mulberry, just applying it underneath. Next, I take these false lashes from Nigel's, and these are the number 605s. And I'm just going to pop these in the center of my lash and then tuck in the ends. And then I'm going to leave the eyes alone for a little bit, and now I'm going to move on to the face. Ooh, it really does look like I have a wig on. I'm going to take my Chanel foundation. This one's the Perfection Lumiere. And I'm just going to apply a little bit all over the face. And then with my damp sponge, this one's from Real Techniques, I'm just going to pounce the product into my skin. And I do like this sponge more than the Beauty Blender. I feel like the Beauty Blender absorbs a lot of my foundation. And I did just dye my hair, so I'm going to put a lot more foundation on my forehead than I normally would to kind of cover the dye. And I know my hair looks super orange on camera, but I swear it's red. I don't know why it always looks orange when I film. Next, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer. If you want to see a more in-depth highlighting and contouring video, I do have one, and I'll put the link to that down below. And I'm just going to apply a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, my lips, and a little bit on my chin. I'm just going to push it into place. For my powder, I'm going to use my Chanel Loose Powder. And I do like to use the flat side of my sponge for this. I feel like it doesn't give me as much of a powdery finish. It just kind of sets my foundation, my concealer in place. And I just do the same thing. The sponge is still damp, and then I'm just pushing the product into my skin. Next, I'm going to take my Revlon Photo Ready bronzer, and I'm going to apply a little bit to the temples and along my hairline, and then underneath my cheekbones. And for my blush, I'm going to use Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. This is super pigmented. I'm only going to pick up a little bit and then just kind of blend it into my bronzer. And then with a big fluffy powder brush, this one's from BH Cosmetics, I'm just going to kind of go over everything and blend it out. For my highlight, I'm going to use this one from Wet n Wild and just kind of buff it into my skin. Now, if you have really oily skin, I would definitely skip this step. I'm a little bit drier in my cheeks, so I want them to look a little bit more luminous. So I'm going to go back to my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm going to grab this color right here. It's called Sand. And with a tiny pencil brush, I'm just going to highlight my tear duct, just to open up my eyes a little bit, give them a little bit of light. And with the same brush, I'm going to go back to Mulberry, and I'm just going to add a little bit more underneath my eyes, just to intensify that plum berry color. Next, I'm going to take Vino from MAC, and I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in. And on top of that, I'm going to take this OCC lip tar, and this one is called, what is this one called? Black Dahlia. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to pick it up from there with a tiny brush. And this one is from Real Techniques. Ooh, that is vampy. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I get down for Thanksgiving. I need these lips to be eatable proof, tragar proof, I don't know, but I eat a lot, so I don't want this to end up all over this. So I'm gonna get a tissue, and I'm just gonna split it in half. The tissue, I'm just gonna blot, and it should stay on a lot longer and not move around so much. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check us out on, where are we? Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. I think that's it. Yeah, Formidable Artistry or Formidable Art, just how it's spelled here. And I'll see you next time.
In the
Bye.
beginning, we ran into Goldie Starling. We're like, her skin is so beautiful. I was just staring at her skin. I must have looked like a weirdo or something.